The email arrived at 3:47 p.m. on a Friday. Congratulations, Rebecca. Senior Marketing Director position is yours. CHR Monday morning. 5 years. 5 years of 70-hour weeks, missed birthdays, cold dinners. 5 years of proving myself in a male-dominated tech company. Finally, at 29, I'd done it. 6-figure salary, corner office, the works. I called Mom first. Big mistake. Oh, she said, her voice dropping. Well, that's nice, dear. Nice. Mom, this is huge. I'm the youngest senior director in company history. Have you told Marcus? My stomach clenched. Marcus, my 34-year-old brother with a wife, 2 kids, and a spectacular talent for getting fired. Why would I tell Marcus? He's having a hard time, Rebecca. Julie's threatening divorce if he doesn't find something stable soon. Maybe he should stop showing up drunk to interviews. Rebecca, he's stressed. A man needs to provide for his family. It's different for you. You don't have those responsibilities. I hung up. By Sunday, my phone was exploding. Marcus had called every relative we had, spinning his tale. Heartless sister hoarding success while his children starved. Never mind that Julie made decent money as a nurse. Never mind that their starving included a boat, 2 ATVs, and a timeshare in Vegas. Dad called Sunday night. Give him the job, Rebecca. That's not how jobs work, Dad. I'll talk to your boss. Man to man. He'll understand. Dad, no. Already left him a voicemail. Monday morning, I walked into chaos. My boss, Greg, HR Director Patricia, and 2 people from legal sat in conference room A. Sit, Patricia said gently. Too gently. Your father called me, Greg started. He made some interesting claims. Said you've been embezzling to fund drug habits. That your brother Marcus has evidence. What? He also said Marcus would make these allegations public unless we gave him your promotion. My hands shook. That's extortion. Yes, the lawyer said. It is. Which is why we asked your brother to come in this morning. To discuss his evidence. You invited Marcus here? We gave him enough rope, Patricia said. He hung himself with it. They played the recording. Marcus's voice filled the room. Been watching her for years. Got into her apartment, copied files. I know about the Steinberg account. The missing 50 grand? That was her. I've got bank records, emails, everything. Now, if you fire her and hire me, this all goes away. But I need 6 figures minimum. I've got a family to feed. The Steinberg account? I asked. 50,000 went missing? 2 years ago, Greg confirmed. We investigated, found it was an accounting error. The money was never missing. But Marcus didn't know that, Patricia added. He fabricated evidence for a crime that never happened. Showed us forged bank statements with your name. Walked us through how you supposedly did it. Where is he now? Currently explaining to the police why he was in possession of stolen company documents. Real ones from your laptop. The lawyer slid papers across. He's been accessing your computer remotely for 3 years. We found the keylogger when IT examined your system. He has everything, passwords, personal files, private communications. 3 years. 3 years of my brother spying on me. But here's the interesting part, Patricia continued. We tracked what he did with that access. Rebecca, has your credit been problematic lately? I nodded slowly. Weird charges I didn't make. Cards opened in my name. That was Marcus. He's been using your information to fund his lifestyle. The boat, bought with a credit card in your name. The Vegas trips? Charged to accounts he opened using your SSN. How much? Approximately $73,000. I felt sick. Greg leaned forward. There's more. We found communications between Marcus and someone saved as Uncle T. Uncle Tony. Mom's brother who worked at a competing firm. Marcus has been selling your marketing strategies to competitors. Your campaigns, your client lists, your pricing models. For the past 18 months. That's why we kept losing bids, I whispered. I thought I was failing. You weren't failing. You were being sabotaged. Uncle Tony's company has won 4 contracts worth approximately $2.3 million using your stolen work. The room spun. Marcus kept detailed records, the lawyer said. Proud of his business venture. He called it his backup plan for when he finally got you fired. Why? My voice cracked. Why would he do this? Patricia pulled up an email. From Marcus to Uncle Tony. She doesn't deserve that job. I'm the man of my family. I have children. She's just some career bitch who'll die alone with her spreadsheets. Once she's gone, I'll take her position. It's what Dad would want, a real man in charge. Your promotion wasn't posted internally, Greg said quietly. Marcus knew about it because he's been reading your emails. He knew before you did. They arrested Marcus at 10:47 a.m., still in our building, still ranting about his rights as a provider. He'd brought a box of evidence, poorly forged documents mixed with real files stolen from my apartment. He confessed to everything, the detective told me later. Seemed proud of it. Said you forced him to do it by being selfish with your success. By noon, the family call started. How could you? Mom screamed. He has children. He stole $73,000 from me. That's just money. This is his freedom. He committed identity theft, corporate espionage, breaking and entering. He was desperate. You have so much, and he has nothing. Because he spent all his money on toys. Because he can't keep a job. A man needs dignity. You took that from him. I hung up. The investigation expanded. They found Marcus had installed cameras in my apartment. 14 cameras. Bedroom, bathroom, everywhere. The footage went back 2 years. He showed some of it to potential employers, the detective said carefully. As proof he could control you. I threw up. There's more. We found a group chat. Your brother, your father, your Uncle Tony, and 3 other male relatives. They called themselves the Restoration. Restoration of what? Traditional values. They had a 5-year plan to systematically destroy your career and funnel your success to the men in your family. The messages were sickening. Detailed discussions of my place. Strategies to break me down. Father offering to correct me. Uncle Tony suggesting they find me a husband to set me straight. And Marcus, always Marcus, insisting he deserved everything I'd earned because he was born with a Y chromosome. The trial was a circus. Marcus's lawyer painted him as a desperate father driven to extremes by a selfish sister. The media loved it. Sister sends breadwinner brother to prison. The prosecution painted the real picture. Serial criminal who believed his gender entitled him to his sister's success. Evidence included 73 instances of identity theft, 14 illegally installed cameras, 432 stolen company documents, 18 months of corporate espionage, conspiracy to commit fraud, extortion. The group chat buried him, especially the message where he wrote, "Once she's in the psych ward, I'll have power of attorney." The promotion, the savings, everything. Like it should have been from the start. Psych ward. They'd been planning to have me committed. Marcus got 12 years. Uncle Tony got 5. Dad got 18 months probation for conspiracy. The family imploded. Mom chose Dad and Marcus, naturally. You destroyed our family for money, she said at the trial. They destroyed our family for entitlement, I replied. Julie divorced Marcus immediately. Took the kids to her mother's in California. Sent me a letter. I'm sorry. I knew he was obsessed with your success, but I never imagined. I'm sorry. The extended family split. The aunts largely sided with me, having experienced their own version of the Restoration's traditional values. The uncles called me variations of castrating bitch, until restraining orders shut them up. I kept the promotion. Exceeded every target, even while dealing with police, lawyers, and therapy. Lots of therapy. How do you trust anyone? My therapist asked. I don't, I admitted. But I'm learning the difference between healthy skepticism and paranoia. Greg promoted me again last year. Vice President of Marketing. When I told him I was nervous about the visibility, he said something I'll never forget. They tried to tear you down because they could see how high you could rise. Don't let their failure become your ceiling. I bought a new apartment. High security. Doorman. Cameras I control. Changed my name legally. Kept my first, ditched the last. Cut off anyone who even hinted that family should come before justice. Marcus writes from prison sometimes. Pages of vitriol about his suffering children, his lost future, my selfishness. They go straight to my lawyer unread. Last month, a colleague mentioned her brother was struggling to find work. Asked if I had any advice. Is he qualified? I asked. Overqualified, actually. Just bad timing with layoffs. Send me his resume. Her brother got the job. Sends grateful emails about providing for his daughter, how much the opportunity means. Never once suggested he deserved it because of his gender. Novel concept. I mentor young women in tech now. Tell them my story when they doubt themselves. When they ask how I survived, I tell them the truth. They thought my success belonged to them by birthright. They thought being a man who needs to provide trumped being a woman who actually provides. They were wrong. But your family. Family doesn't steal from you, doesn't spy on you, doesn't plan to destroy you for the crime of succeeding while female. Don't you miss them? I miss who I thought they were, but who they actually were. No, I don't miss that at all. The promotion that started it all feels like a lifetime ago. Marcus needed money, all right, money he'd been stealing from me for years. Money he felt entitled to because he had a family to feed, and I was just a single woman with ambition. He's feeding his family prison food now. And me? I'm VP of Marketing at 32, building a life free from people who think my gender makes my success negotiable. Turns out the best way to provide for your family is to actually work for it. Revolutionary concept, I know. But then again, I've always been ahead of my time.